Welcome to Detroit's Darkest Times. Go ahead and smash the big three and share. Today's topic is mob story and lost friends. If y'all been keeping up with my videos, I have touched on this subject in the past. And what we're going to get into is a mob story. In my past videos, I've talked a little bit about this. First thing I want to add to let y'all know that you can subscribe, hit the like, and the notification bell. These are three important things for this channel. So if you want to support the channel, go ahead and do them three things right now. Okay, this story begins on Trumbull Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. And I did a video on this to touch on it a little bit, but I'm going to bring it back around. And this is two of my friends' uncle. And what had happened to him is they found him in a bank drive-through, shot in the back of the head, and he was killed in his car. And none of his belongings were took, not his wallet, not his jewelry, nothing. And I don't know what this occurred of, because from what I know about the mafia is they basically take out each other for different reasons. So it's like if you belong to the mafia, you just, every day of your life, you're just going to walk on thin ice, and you may make it through and you may not. A lot of people has made it through, but got locked up for the rest of their life. And then some people's made it through and got out of jail. And then some people's died in jail, So this is a different kind of life, But anyways, the guy I'm talking about, I won't give his first name, I'll give his last name. His last name is Holder. And why this happened, I haven't a clue. I just, I don't really know exactly what it was all about, but I do know that this happened. And I really don't think my friends knew at the time it happened what the story was, nor do they know today what the story is. And they're grown now, but I really just don't know where they stand on that at, if they ever found out or whatever, if their dad ever told them or whatever. But this is basically what happened. And then also their dad, he used to take care of an old lady that lived next door to them. And at the time, I just thought it was just some lady. It was actually a lady and her husband, and this was an older couple. But then her husband passed away, and their dad used to take care of them. And then when her husband passed away, he continued to keep taking care of her, doing stuff for her. But I think I seen the lady maybe twice, because that would be only when he would take her somewhere and bring her back or something like that. But it was just kind of like that situation he was doing. It was a job for him to do. Uh, you know, and he was taking care of them people. But I really, they're probably affiliated with, uh, the other people involved, maybe. But I'm not 100% on it. But I do believe that's what the situation was. And anyways, the place in Pontiac where we used to go and help clean, and this was a office building, like a one-level office building. It had a big gym in the back of it with basketball hoops and stuff like that. And we used to go over there and help clean that place up. And then when we'd get finished, their dad would let us drive the car out in the parking lot. And the parking lot was just a gravel parking lot. It wasn't paved, and we just were like driving circles. And we're young men at this time. And so we thought that was pretty cool to, be able to drive the car and stuff. But even at that time, I thought it was weird that their dad had a job that was in Pontiac, Michigan. And he would drive all the way from Detroit to Pontiac to clean this office place up. And it basically, what it boils down to is he had a job that would, I would say, not put him in jeopardy, but his brother had a job that was in jeopardy, and which cost him his life. But why he got killed, I haven't a clue, because in that life, there's just it's just you could do different things and get killed. It's just you just never know. And it's just at the time in question, when we was going out to Pontiac and stuff like that, I thought it was odd that we went way out there to clean some offices. Then I thought it was odd, and I was a young man at this time. And then I thought it was odd that he took care of this old lady and old man. But as I got older and grown, then I started realizing what the situation was. But when you're a kid, sometimes you could see things, but you really can't put it together. You might think, "Oh, this is weird," but you can't really put it together. But that's basically what the situation was. And the older couple that lived next door, I know some way, shape, or form they was affiliated with the dude that got killed, but I just really don't know. I don't know what happened. The whole story. All I know is he got killed in the bank, and they didn't take his wallet, they didn't take his jewelry, and left him in his car. That's all I know. And but it's just like I said, when you're a kid and stuff, you don't think about this stuff. But then later on in life, and you get educated on, what's going on and stuff like that, then you realize that this is what took place. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't. need a brain surgeon to figure that out. But it was just, but like I said, when I was a young man and I got wind of it, I already knew, but I never said nothing to my friends about it because I didn't know if they knew or if their dad told them about their uncle or what he did and all that, you know. But I just basically kept it to myself, you know, because at that time it was just thoughts, you know, like, you know, how you hear something and then you'll be thinking, you know, what's going on and stuff like that. But as time progressed and stuff like that, then you put it together and you realize this is what this dude was doing, and you know whether he crossed the line and got killed, or you know in that life sometimes somebody could say something that'll put your life in jeopardy, and it only takes one guy to make the decision. And if he says go for it, then you're pretty much done. You know, so that's uh, that's a tragic story and a sad ending and stuff like that. But you know, still today, I wonder what the guy did. You know, which I'll maybe, you know, you could, depending on who I talk to, if they got wind of it or whatever, they might know what happened. But me myself, I'm just like, you know, just out of curiosity, basically, is you know, dude got killed for a reason, but you don't know if he did something wrong or if somebody just put a bad word on his name and that's the reason he got killed. Or